It's not very often that a product actually changes the way I pack for trips, and when Black Voyage sent over this Zephyr Pro for me to test, it did exactly that. So let's get into why. So before we get into my testing and what I thought of the backpack itself, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs so we know what we're dealing with. The Zephyr Pro is an expandable vacuum compression backpack that scales between 30 liters and 60 liters depending on how you configure it. It's built around Black Voyage's Vortex vacuum seal compression technology, which uses an electric air pump to compress clothing inside a dedicated TPU vacuum chamber. The exterior features cloud weave custom fabric, and that is layered over a structured Oxford fabric shell with a PVC lamination for abrasion resistance. On the hardware side, you get YKK water resistant zippers throughout, a Fidlock magnetic chest strap for one-handed release, a TSA approved combination lock, dual USB-A and USB-C charging ports, and a removable hip belt. The Zephyr Pro carries an IPX8 waterproof rating, and there are over 15 specialized compartments, including a padded tech compartment for laptops up to 19 inches, a dedicated waterproof compartment for shoes or toiletries, a hidden anti-theft back pocket, and a front organizer section. The Zephyr Pro starts at around $240, and sometimes you can find it on sale. But guys, I really wanted to put this backpack in an everyday use scenario, so I ended up taking it to the office for a while as a daily backpack. I also went on a trip overseas and several domestically, so we could talk exactly how it performs in all those situations. So let's talk about the build quality of the Zephyr Pro. The cloud weave fabric on the outside of the backpack is actually very nice to the touch. It almost feels like kind of a plasticky fabric, which makes it for a nice waterproof exterior combined with those YKK zippers. On the outside, you get this all black look, which is right up my alley. And when you start opening up the backpack itself, you find the orange interior layers, which is a nice accent color that you don't see when everything's packed up. So what actually makes this backpack different than what I've been using in the past? And it really is that vacuum system that they incorporate into the main luggage compartment. So what you end up doing is packing all of your clothes or anything you're putting into that main storage compartment, then you use this small electric pump to actually suck all of the air out of that compartment. Now, Black Voyage claims about 57% savings in overall space. What I found is that it's more on the extreme angle. If you're packing a lot of really fluffy jackets or anything like that, it will compress those down a lot, and you'll save a ton of space. But if you're like me and roll everything up and try to get as much in as humanly possible, it really saves you about that 15 to 17%. And then where this comes in really handy is when I want to use this for my quick in and out of Houston meetings, where I'm only there for one night. I don't want to have to actually bring carry-on luggage if I don't need to. I could use that vacuum sealed area to be able to pack 2 to 3 days worth of clothes. And then when I go into a meeting the next day, when I unpack my tech pack or anything else I need to get out of my backpack, you don't see all of my clothes sitting there in the main storage compartment. They are vacuum sealed in a separate compartment and are not visible to anyone else in the meeting room, which was a huge plus when it came to going on a one bag solution on these trips. And then the irony of it is I actually ended up using it for camera equipment when I was in the Dominican Republic. One of the nice upsides of having a vacuum sealed section in the backpack is that you could put expensive electronic equipment spaced throughout that vacuum sealed area, suck all the air out, and you don't have to worry about my lenses and camera gear touching each other when I'm traveling from one spot to another. So with the overall function of the Zephyr Pro, going from that 30 liters to 60 liters expansion really makes it so that you can use this for multi-day trips. 9 times out of 10, I've got it in the 30 liter mode. But having that expansion capability makes it so it's a lot more versatile for trips that you have to might extend your time a little bit, or you need to pick up other items while you are out. And then having it in the configuration like you see right here, when it's just at the 30 liter mark, makes it a lot more manageable when you're taking it on trips and using it on airplanes. To be honest, when you get it out to that 60 millimeter mark, it does make for a very wide profile, which makes it a little bit more difficult in tight spaces like an airplane. But that said, even in the 30 liter configuration, it could be a little bit tight if you need to put it underneath the seat in front of you on a flight. So I almost always end up putting this in the overhead bin and just grabbing my laptop or anything else I need out of the pack before I sit down. But keep that in mind when it comes to this versus like my Tumi that I travel with. The Tumi will fit easier underneath the seat in front of me than something like this will. And then all of the compartments within the backpack function really well. You'll notice if you open the top zipper portion, you get all of your quick access items where I put my headphones, my phone, and other items that I need to get to really quickly. The laptop compartment has several different sleeves in it, so I could put my Remarkable in with my laptop and my travel keyboard and stand setup, which you can see in the video above. And it all fits nice and cleanly within the pack and then does not hit each other while you are out moving around. Then there's the 3 compartments internal that I use for my battery backups and everything else that I don't need regular access to. And if you zip out behind that is that waterproof section I was talking about earlier, where you can put shoes or other wet items and it won't interfere with anything you have packed in the backpack. Now for me personally, having the charging option on the pack is a nice to have feature, but I don't find myself plugging things into a pack or my luggage very often anyway. So normally I just pull out my Anchor battery backup and just use it just freestanding. And the same goes for the TSA locks. I use that a lot when it comes to my carry-on luggage, not so much when it comes to backpacks, but again, it's one of those features that doesn't get in the way, doesn't really add weight, so it's a nice feature to have if you need it. So now was one of the more a little bit surprising things for me, and it was how comfortable this pack was to wear, no matter if I had it loaded down with camera equipment and everything else I was walking around with, or 2 to 3 days worth of clothes. It didn't matter how heavy the pack got, it fit the exact same. The shoulder straps are incredibly comfortable. You do have that waist belt if you want to use it for really heavy loads. I very rarely use that portion. But the straps and the way the back of the backpack molds to your back makes it for a very comfortable wear, even when I'm going through long walks through airports or on travel. I find with a lot of travel packs, especially ones built for laptops, sometimes the back can get really stiff on you and make it feel like it's almost bulging off the back of your back. Where this one does feel like it's molded on and is really comfortable for long-term wear. And then it came to using this for day-to-day at my office work. And that is where this pack really does kind of show its weaknesses. It really is meant more for travel, obviously with the vacuum sealing portion. And when you start using it day-to-day to work, it doesn't have that same kind of organization and compactness that I get out of my Tumi search pack. So I find that I grab my Tumi for my day-to-day use now, and I use this primarily just for travel because it could be more of a hybrid pack traveling, where the Tumi is really good at what it does. So when it comes to the size, form, and function, for daily office use, I do find that I grab the Tumi more than the Zephyr Pro, but when it comes to travel, it is hands down the Zephyr Pro as a hybrid pack setup like this is much better. So some quick pros and cons just to kind of give you an overall wrap up. It has the vacuum sealing that is built into the pack, which is incredibly useful, not just for clothes, but also for expensive camera gear that I need to carry around. The expandability from 30 liters to 60 liters makes it really versatile for travel, but also compact enough that if you don't need to carry a lot of items, it is easy to use on airplanes and store above you in the overhead bins. For a hybrid setup like this, it also has plenty of different pockets scattered throughout the backpack to make organization really simple for everything from clothes to tech objects. And then to have that IPX8 waterproof rating came in really useful when traveling, especially in places like the Dominican, where we got rained on pretty often just randomly. And then obviously what I talked about before is how comfortable this is for daily wear, even with heavier loads. So what does this backpack maybe not do as well? The first one's really not its fault, but if you're going to vacuum seal clothes, they are most likely going to get wrinkled, so I find myself unpacking clothes that I need for the next day, the previous night, so I can leave them in the bathroom while I shower and get steamed kind of dry. That's a normal thing with any kind of vacuum sealing, and you can roll your clothes or do other things to try to mitigate some of that, but just keep in mind, if you're going to be compressing your clothes, they are probably going to come out wrinkled. And then two, since it is a more travel-centric backpack, it is large even in the 30-liter configuration. And then another little minute thing, the included pump that you use for the vacuum sealing is just one more thing that you have to remember to charge. The nice thing is it's USB-C, just like everything else I carry, so a quick charge and you're able to vacuum seal the inside of the pack. And then finally, when they claim 57% savings in space, that really is with your fluffiest of items that you're going to be packing with you on your trip. If you're like me and do everything really tightly, it is more around that 15 to 20%, but it does have a lot of value being in a separate container from all of your other items that you pack with you on your trip. So who is this backpack for? It's really for those people that frequently travel and need extra expansion and that vacuum sealing to make their travels a lot easier when it comes to packing a lot of different kind of things. And it can actually save you from bringing on a carry-on luggage. It really is not for you if you're only going to be going into the office, because you really don't need that vacuum sealing portion of it if you're never going to be putting any clothes or other items that actually make use of that compartment. So guys, I want to hear what you think. Is this something you can see yourself using in the office and traveling with? Do you use something different? Share your experiences down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to Rob Sutton for more reviews like this in the future. Until then, on to the next one. Thanks, guys. See ya.